I simply loved this inspiration that I found out there on the internet somewhere. It may well have been, I don't know, either at Etsy or one of the Facebook groups. I just thought it was really fun. Now this piece has a lot of contrast. There's really darks and much lighter. I'm not one for contrast as much. I like more blends of fabric. So as I went through all of my jeans, and I have a lot of jeans and I keep all kinds of scraps, I have kind of narrowed it down to this collection. And I believe these jeans, because I like the idea of the striation here, a horizontal there across the boobs will make small boobs look bigger. And since that in general is what people seem to want these days, I also had pulled out this picture, which is really just the hems undone of jeans. I thought that was a really clever texture. I love texture of any type. The other thing that I realized as I was filtering through things was the jeans either have this jeans gold, white, or gray as stitching. I don't like to combine both. And since I have and carry this topaz gold jean stitch thread, that's the direction for the stitching and everything I'm going to go on this project. So this is going to be a dress. A sundress. Musty, you messed things up. This, on the other hand, I have part of this man's tab front, and it used to have a collar on it, sport shirt. Well, in the same bunch of stuff, I found this shirt, whose gray collar could be perfect on here. I found this pretty scarf, and this has got a more lively blue in it, and it's mixing with gray. So I do have gray thread. There's a gray thread, or it was here before Kitty. Yep, made it roll over. Okay, so in this one, it's gray. I'm going to get rid of the white, but this is going to be a mixture of denim, dark denim, livelier denim. Look at this one, how the back side of this denim blends in well. So I could use both of those. Couldn't I, Kitty? And then, very springy in nature, I have these legs, which are what's left over from this garment. That's the top of those jeans with some white curtains. But I have the legs, and you see the legs. There's quite a bit of fabric there with the front and the back. I think this might end up to be a little crop top. At an estate sale this weekend, I found a bunch of white shirts, one of which was a tuxedo shirt with all of this wonderful tucking and little pleats in it. I do have and carry the white jean stitch thread. And then I went to my laces. And since this is white, I found a lot of little pieces of white lace. And then I found, obviously, ecru, which I don't like that, but I found some slightly off-white. And if you see that against there, that looks fine. And I think I could go this much off-white. So all of these things may well end up in some little, I could even go back to the thrift store and look for a pair of white jeans that I could attach to the top of those. That's a thought, but then again, do we like to tempt ourselves? Do I like to tempt myself unduly with going to the thrift store too often? No, I gotta stay away. So I'm gonna toss that idea aside just because I'm not gonna tempt myself. So I have this one, the sundress, and the top. I think that will keep me busy for a while. What are you working on? You could come work with me to put together whatever you would love from your stash of stuff.